Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89, Trek Boy 89, because technically this is a Star Trek video, because the actress I'm talking about was in Star Trek. Lisa Wilcox. Now, Lisa Wilcox really was famous for being in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. She was more the main character in Star Trek, Nightmare on Elm Street 5. She was in Nightmare on Elm Street 4, but she wasn't sort of the main sort of final girl, but she survived and went into the next film and became much more important. And she had Freddy's baby in the end, like the dream child was her child. And she was in an episode of Star Trek Next Generation, and I didn't recognise her. And I don't remember what it was called. I'll have to put it in the thumbnail. But it was interesting because I realised after that, she was in it. And so it was cool. It was like a double. Because I would have gone, because it was... did they have all three? I think they had the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, the black kid, I think it was Kenny. They had him, and they had Lisa, and they had Freddy, all at one convention. So it was like a Nightmare on Elm Street sort of convention. And we didn't do a lot of horror conventions. It was mostly just science fiction. And we didn't do a lot of them, unfortunately. And the next one was supposed to have Kane Hodder and Daniel Harris, but it didn't happen. So I was really upset about that. But Lisa was really nice. I liked the character, but she was a little bit confused about her character. I think she was talking about her character being killed in the end. I'm like, your character didn't get killed. She was one of the few that survived. But I think maybe someone had been referencing Nightmare on Elm Street 6, where they sort of state that all the kids from Elm Street's parents, all the descendants of the people that killed Freddy were all gone, and there was no kids left, which would have to mean if she hadn't left what was the name of the town that Freddy operated in? It was Elm Street. Oh, I forgot the name, but yeah, either way. Basically, she would have either have to have left the town, or she would have been killed by Freddy. Basically, in part 6, Freddy's killed all the kids, and there's no one left, basically. So I think she was a bit confused. She was talking about her character not surviving and stuff like that. But then I think she was also talking about her character maybe coming back and fighting him. I'm like, okay. It doesn't matter. And she was good in the Next Generation episode. It was a Riker-centric episode, and she was an assistant, I think, to one of the characters, and she was trying to sabotage, and then sort of it came out that she was the bad guy, and I think she ended up getting killed, so she didn't live. She was punished for transgressing and so forth, and it was nice to have, she was a one-off, Star Trek Next Generation episode character, but it was nice to meet her. She was very nice, and much nicer than Robert Englund, who was kind of weird with me because, that story's in his video. And the other actor who played, what was his name? Oh, he wasn't in this. Nightmare on Elm Street 4. I can't remember his name. I've already said his name. I'm not doing a separate video about him, but he made my list of the 10 worst celebrities that I've met from the genre shows and stuff. Okay, I'm going to have to put in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. He's not coming up. I'm trying to do the search. He's not coming up. Ken Sagoes. Yeah, Ken Sagoes. I want to call him Kenny because I thought the character's name was Kenny. I think I'm confused. I think his name was something else, actually. I haven't watched the Nightmare films in years, forgive me. I'm literally probably 5 or 6 years. But yeah, he was really rude to me in person. He basically called me out and said, yeah, I can tell you're gay. And he was really nasty about I could tell, mate. And I'm like, wow. This is when he was leaving the event. I'm like, wow, okay. And people heard what he said too. They were like, what was that? Yeah, it's not like I was hitting on him or anything. He's not the most attractive guy. It's not like I came up to him fawning over him like I did with Dean Cain or someone, or Chris Judge or whatever, who I thought was hot in person. Yeah, so that was really weird, but she was great. Robert Englund was great in the convention, but at the end he just got really nasty with me because I did something that bothered him. He just gave me this filthy look and this glare, and I'm like, when you get a glare from Freddy Krueger, you don't forget. It's the thing. But this video was about Lisa. I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I wish she'd been in more things. I think she would have been better off to have her character go into part 6. But part 6 was about, Freddy's child finishing him off. They wanted some like family sort of thing. So yeah, she really should have come back for part 6, but who knows? Maybe part 12.